Margaret back on the Crafty Meraki YouTube channel today, and today we're going to be using the Maya Meraki Para-dies. And the reason we're going to use the Maya is because I have recently adopted a third little cheeky chicas, that's what I call my dogs, to our brood, and her name happens to be Maya, so we just, you know, it's like I have to use it. So that's what we're going to do today. But I thought I'm going to make a couple of different backgrounds. So first off, we are going to use some Distress Oxides, and we're going to use Villainous Potion, picked raspberry, squeezed lemonade, twisted citron, and also a bit of peacock feathers. And then, so we're going to obviously spray these, and then we're going to use the same in oxide pads, and we're going to do some ink blending. And I thought maybe also a pad direct to paper technique. So we shall see how we get on, because again, I don't want to keep you here for like a really long time, but I will get on it and let's get making. So I think what we're going to do is, we're going to try the first technique first, which is the simplest, which is pad to paper technique. So we're going to take a little bit of paper here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start with our lightest colors so that we don't get this one all messed up. And this is squeezed lemonade. So you literally just take this and we're just going to drag it across the paper like that. And then we're going to go pink this way. So we're going to just pop this down and drag. And again, with the Villainous Potion, there we go. I probably should have pressed a little bit harder. There we go. And then we're going to go the other way. So, whoop. And the peacock feathers like this. This might end up being a slimline card. You never know. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to kind of leave it like this, because the whole point is to just have it a little bit grungy almost. Now, if you want to have like super opaque colors, you do have to kind of, you know, drag your color a little bit more. So this is just a spare piece of paper. We're just going to show this. So you rub, and then you move to your next color. We go green this time, I think. So you'll have to rub it, like proper rub it, to get really opaque, unless you end up with a super juicy ink pad. So we might just do these. Oh no, we're gonna add a little bit more. We're not gonna fit all of them in, but we'll do a little bit of Villainous Potion there, and then we'll see. So that is a super easy way to just add a little bit of color. And then ink blending is, you know, ink blending depending on what tools you like. I prefer blending brushes myself, but use whatever you feel comfortable with. And with the sprays, it is always a good idea to have what I call a spray box. So grab whatever box you have and reuse this until this falls apart. You pop your paper inside and then you spray, and everything stays inside the box. So that's what we're going to do. So when I use Distress Oxide Sprays or any types of spray, I do like to use a reusable glove. And you reuse this one because obviously I don't need it to be sterile. So it's just to make sure that I don't end up looking like I've dipped my hands in dye and not, you know, color dye, and not washed them. But what I do is, you know, you just spray this, or you shake it, sorry. Shake it first, shake until you hear that bottle, or the little ball inside the bottle, like that. It needs to rattle around pretty good to make sure you got everything mixed up well. And then we're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to start with our lightest color, which is our yellow. And we are going to, again, we're going to, I was thinking we was going to do the same order, but we're going to just go a little bit willy-nilly here. So we're going to spray. There we go. And then let's have a little bit of the green, so, or the twisted citron, sorry, must use the proper names. There we go. And the peacock feathers. This is such a gorgeous color. I love this one. So oops, bit of that, there. And we're gonna go for this dramatic Villainous Potion. A little bit there. Ooh, look at that. And our picked raspberry. So there we go. Oh, wowza. Look at that. Okay, now if you hear a doggy shouting, surprisingly, that, you know, given the fact that I have 3 now, that is not my doggy. That is our neighbor's doggy. Yes. So, there's not really much I can do about that, unfortunately. But I am thinking more and more that a soundproof boot for my Forever Craft room might not be a bad idea. No, not at all. Right, so I pre-cut out some of the pieces here, and I think we're probably gonna cut out a few more, but I thought I'd just show you a little trick that I actually learned from Bindu, who is Miss Crafty Meraki herself. Some of these dies, you know, the details are very, very, very fine. So sometimes it is a bit tricky to get a really good, clean cut. So what she told me, and I was not aware of this before, is that you take your die cutting machine, whichever one you have, and instead of placing your paper down and then your dies on top, you switch them. So we're gonna flip this over. So we're gonna put this where it's supposed to go, but we're gonna kind of make a little sandwich here now. And then we're gonna put this down. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this up, because apparently you get much better pressure when the dies are going upwards. So I was not aware of this for this bit here, but I tried it and it works out really well. So we're just gonna do that right now. And then what I have actually done as well is, because I'm there might be a little like setting thing on mine. I don't know, because sometimes the handle is getting a little bit clunky, so I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe it's the machine, I don't know. But I also use the metal shim sometimes, so hi! So we're gonna put this on top as well, and now it's flickering like crazy, but you know, it's just to show you. So we're gonna hold this steady, and then we're gonna roll the whole thing through, like so. And then we are going to take the whole shebang, and our dies have cut really well. So, but again, because this is such a fine detail, it's like you do have to kind of like poke out the little pieces and just kind of go along here, so you get all of the little pieces in, so they don't break off. That's what I meant to say. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna trim this up. Trim this up? No, we're gonna clean these up. Oh my lordy, I don't know what is going on today, but I cannot speak to save my life today. What is going on? But yeah, look at that. Cool, huh? Okay, so here are our 2 panels. Actually, I made another one, and I'm not sure I filmed it. I thought I pressed record, but then when I finished, I'm pretty sure it wasn't filming, so it's possible you didn't see it. But I have used the same colors, just in a more kind of controlled way here. And then this is the panel that I made while that you can actually see in the video clip. Now this one I could cut into 2 pieces and actually have enough for 2 A2 cards. And then this one I was thinking I might do a mini slimline, or maybe just use the whole thing. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to start with this one. And then I thought we'd add a little bit of texture to this, because, you know, it doesn't have enough wow, right? So I'm going to use the Dancing Feathers A2 cover plate, because I really love this pattern and it's really nice. And I feel like it kind of works really well with the Maya die cut as well. So we are going to cut this out. Okay, so I have used the Dancing Feathers cover plate on this, and I then decided to not use anything on this except for a little bit of liquid pixie dust to add the shimmer. And that's just like another couple of ways to sort of change up your backgrounds and add a little bit of funness. Now for this one, I decided to use the Parisienne slimline die cut just to add that super fun pattern. I mean, I love this pattern. It's so good. Sorry about the flickering. There we go. I decided to, instead of cutting it in the middle, I wanted it to be really grungy. Oh my lordy, the flickering. So I decided to cut it along the edge there to kind of keep a little bit of the white in. But I mean, this is super easy to recreate if I decide to do that. So I think I might do that just to try up a couple of things. And I will probably only finish off these two today because it's spiraling out of control a little bit at the moment. So we are gonna put something together on these, and then we'll see what else happens. I mean, I'm gonna try to rein it in, but you never know. This is how it goes. Okay, so you see now I've been playing with some of the gems, and I was thinking of putting lots of them in the center there for that sort of, you know, like stamen look. And I think it could look really cool. But now I'm like, yo girl, is it too much? I don't know. I mean, and that's saying something coming from me, because usually I'm like, let's use all the bling. But I'm contemplating that it might be too much. Yeah. Seriously, I don't know what's going on, but yeah. I mean, that looks really cool though, doesn't it? So, you know what? You'll never know, right? So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So here are the two finished cards completed. So first off, you might have seen I was going back and forth about the choices on these. Now I ended up going with the Daisy Opal gems because they just kind of stood out a little bit more. I tried the ivory first, but they just kind of faded into it. And I also did try the golden illusion. I love these ones, but again, they just kind of, it just wasn't right. Now, I love how this turned out. And I finished off this card with a sentiment from the special delivery stamp set, this one here. Now, the smart thing about this is that it has coordinating die cuts even for the sentiment. So you get that lovely cut around the word. So I like that. On the second one here, I used the Ebony Opal gems, and they just work really well, especially with that sort of like purpley side there. And then I used this, one of the stamp sets as well, again from special delivery, but this one I just cut like a strip and added to it. So I mean, you can kind of see like where the two panels have been cut in half. So using the same supplies in different spots, of course, and then just finishing the cards off in different manners, and then you have such different results. So yes, so I am only going to finish the two cards here today, and I didn't actually get around to doing like the ink blending like I thought I was going to, but we'll maybe save that for another one, and then see if we can like recreate this, or maybe even finish this off, because I mean, look at this texture here. I love that. It's so good. I love that one. So with that, I am all done for today. I will let you get going, but don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on this video, subscribe to the Crafty Meraki YouTube channel if you haven't already done so, and if you don't want to miss any of the uploads from our fabulous design team, make sure you hit the little bell button so you get notifications every time a new video comes up, like this one. And yes, so that is it. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you soon again.